As leaders, our first instinct is almost always to protect our team, right? To shield them from risk, to make sure everything's safe. But what if that very instinct, that desire to protect, is actually the biggest thing holding them back? Well, today, we're diving headfirst into that paradox, how the challenges we're programmed to avoid are often the very things that forge incredible strength. So, I want you to keep this question in the back of your mind as we go. Are you protecting your team, or are you actually limiting their potential? Because that line can be razor thin, and figuring out how to walk it is what separates good leaders from great ones. To really wrap our heads around this, we're going to look at a simple, but man, a really powerful story. It's a parable about two little saplings that perfectly captures the hidden price of comfort and the unbelievable power that comes from facing a little adversity. So, it all starts with a question that, let's be honest, we've all asked in some way. A young boy, full of ambition, goes to his wise grandfather and asks for the secret sauce, How do I become successful? But the grandfather doesn't just rattle off some old saying. No, he smiles because he knows this is an answer you have to see, not just hear. So he suggests a little experiment, and it starts with two identical young plants. The setup is pretty straightforward. One plant gets put in a pot and brought inside. Total safety, shelter from the wind, the rain, everything. The other one? It gets planted outside in the open ground, completely exposed to whatever nature throws at it. Now, the boy, of course, thinks the safe indoor plant is going to win, hands down. It seems obvious, right? Well, the boy goes off and lives his life, and 5 years fly by. When he comes back, his grandfather is ready to finally answer that big question, not with words, but with the results of their experiment. The results are in. First, they check on the indoor plant, and it's alive. But that's about it. It's kind of small, a bit frail, a tree that never really hit its stride. Its safety, it turns out, was also its cage. And then they step outside, and where that second little sapling used to be, there's now this huge, mighty tree. Its branches are stretching way out, just a picture of pure strength and vitality. The difference is just wow. Let's just break this down for a second. The indoor tree was safe, sure, but that safety cost it everything. Its roots stayed shallow, its potential was capped. The outdoor tree, though, it took every hit, faced every storm, and because of that, it had to grow deep roots, it became resilient, and it achieved this incredible growth. And this is where the grandfather lays down the wisdom. He explains that all that bad weather, the wind, the rain, those weren't obstacles. They were the reason it got so strong. To survive the storms, it was forced to grow its roots deeper, to anchor itself. Its challenges were actually its biggest gift. And that brings us right here, to our own careers. You see that pot the indoor tree was stuck in? That, my friends, is the comfort zone. It feels nice, it feels secure, but it is the number one thing that will limit your potential. The storms that outdoor tree went through, there's a term for that: productive struggle. Now, this isn't about setting people up to fail. Not at all. It's about giving them challenges that are tough but achievable. Challenges that force them to stretch, to adapt, and to get stronger. It's the friction that creates real skill. Let's make this super practical. The potted employee is the one we shield from everything. We micromanage them to protect them from making mistakes. And what's the result? Their skills stagnate. The outdoor employee, on the other hand, is given real challenges, trusted to figure things out, and they develop that deep-seated resilience that we see in all top performers. And you can spot these potted environments from a mile away. There's this culture of overprotection from any kind of risk. Roles are so narrow, there's no room to stretch. Micromanagement is everywhere. Failure is something to be terrified of, not learned from. And autonomy, forget about it. It's seen as a liability, not an essential ingredient for growth. Okay, so how do we fix it? How do we stop building these professional greenhouses and start cultivating tough, resilient, outdoor teams that can handle anything? Here is the playbook. Number 1, assign stretch goals. Those are the professional equivalent of a strong wind. 2, reframe failure. It's not the end of the world, it's just data for the next try. 3, foster autonomy. You gotta give your people the open ground they need to grow their own roots. And finally, number 4, reward smart risk-taking. Don't just praise the safe, easy wins. This is the fundamental mindset shift every leader has to make. Your job is not to build a perfect storm-free greenhouse. Your real job is to build up the skills, the resilience, and the confidence in your team so that they can thrive no matter what the weather looks like.
All right, now let's turn the lens inward for a minute, because this isn't just about leading other people. It's about how you lead yourself. Are you keeping yourself planted in a comfortable little pot, or are you willing to step outside and face the elements?
This is the last piece of wisdom from the grandfather, and it's a big one. Every single obstacle, every tough project, every storm you face, it's not your enemy. It's a rung on the ladder. Each one you climb gives you the strength you need to reach the next one.
Just think about that for a second. It's a powerful, maybe even slightly uncomfortable truth. Your potential isn't really defined by your talent. It's defined by the size of the challenges you're willing to take on. The comfort you're chasing is the very thing building the walls of your potential.
So I'm gonna leave you with this final thought. What is the biggest storm you're avoiding right now in your own career? What's that one thing you keep running from? Because facing it isn't just about getting through a tough time, it's about unlocking the strength you don't even know you have. And that strength, that's the real secret to success.